A friendly reminder from TMA.
Wear your harness.
The next morning, I would find myself hunting off of food plots and hoping to find a buck that would be moving back through the bottoms, heading to his bedding area. You know, as the sun came up, we started to see movement, but it was still pretty quiet. Turkeys were yelping everywhere. And finally, off to my right, I see movement. What I couldn't figure out, what was this guy doing? This guy, man, he was into it. He was going down on these great big Osage orange balls, and he was just absolutely eating them up. Now, as I watched him, I could only hope that he would walk down this same trail that he came in on that was only 20 yards in front of me.
Here he comes.
Finally, here he comes, and it's a mature shooter buck. I grunted. The buck stopped 20 yards, exactly where I wanted him. He's broadside, and I thought that nothing was in the way.
Matt. Man, I don't know. I got him to stop at about 25 yards. Man, the height was right on it, but I'm like 3 inches to the left, I think. And I was concerned that I shot too far up, but here's the arrow. And it had a complete pass-through, and it's got blood all over it. This is a good sign. This is a good sign. Look at all that right there. Look at that. I'm telling you, baby, these rages will do the job. Look at this, more blood.
Well, what had happened when I released my arrow, what I didn't see, and you can now see in slow motion, the front of that rage clipped that branch and actually moved forward about 6 inches. Was that bad? Well, only for the deer. My game plan had worked, but the case of my big white 8s, well, it was still open. Now, team member Scott Schultz, well, he would be in camp in 2 days. The weather forecast for the temps to be in the 30s. Finally, cold weather. Now, does Scott finally get her done? My big 8, I'm thinking this guy's in trouble. Well, with my hunt over, I find myself on the way back to my home state of Illinois for a whitetail hunt that would even blow me away, a 200-inch whitetail monster.